Hello, my name is Marina DeMarco. I'm a physiotherapist and I work in the Southern General Hospital in Glasgow. I work with patients who have a muscle wasting disorder, a neuromuscular disorder. So these are disorders that affect the nerves and the muscle and they cause muscle weakness. Most of these conditions are progressive, and if patients have a muscle weakness, they're not able to take their joints and their muscles through their full range of movement. You might be able to take it through part of the movement, but there will be part of the movement that you won't manage. It's really important. As humans, we all move through our full range of movement on a daily basis. We're always on the go, we're always moving around. And if you're not able to do that, your joints will become stiff, your muscles will become shortened. We have a saying that if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's really important in muscle conditions, because if you're unable to completely move as you would, as those around you do, as those of us who are able-bodied, you do become stiffer and tighter. And that can cause problems. If your joints are not able to go through their full range of movement, you often get joint pain. Your muscles become what we call contracted, they become tighter. That being said, there might be parts of the range that you can move through. For example, in the biceps muscle, this part here would be outer range, and that might be the part that's really hard. So you might not be able to, your muscles might not be strong enough to move in outer range, but they might be able to move in inner range, which is right in here where the biceps muscle is shortened, or in middle range. So if you can move through those ranges, that's great. You would do that on your own or with a little bit of assistance. If you can't get into the outer range, that's where you would need the help. So today I'm going to go through all of the joints in the legs and in the arms to show you the best way to move. Your muscles, if you're not using them, become deconditioned. They don't work as well. And if you have a muscle wasting condition, a muscle weakness, it's really important that you do keep your muscles in as good condition as you possibly can. When you're moving, you're also producing what we would call synovial fluid within the joints. And the synovial fluid, it's like your Castrol GTX in the engine. It keeps everything moving along nicely. It keeps the joint surfaces nice and smooth and lubricated. But that is only produced through movement. So if you're not moving, you're more likely to get stiff joints. You're also more prone to arthritis in your joints, which we used to think was caused by excess movement or the joints breaking down, but we now know it's caused by not enough movement too. So movement in the joints and in the muscles is really important. It's important for circulation, for blood flow. It's important for your overall health and well-being. The movement is something that's really, really important. So if you can do this on a daily basis with help, then that's something we would recommend. If you're only able to do it 4 or 5 days a week, it's the old 80-20 rule. It's what you do 80% of the time that makes a difference. So if you miss a couple of days, don't worry about it. Just get back onto it when you remember. I'm going to start off, as I said, on the legs, on the feet. And Alexis is our patient today. She's agreed to be our patient, so thank you, Alexis, for doing that. And as I say, we're going to start off on the legs. Alexis is sitting today in her chair. Now you could do this lying down. If you have a wheelchair that tilts or reclines, you can get into whatever position is more comfortable for you, and it doesn't actually matter. Don't worry if you get the movements a wee bit wrong or you don't think you're doing it exactly the way that I'm doing them here today, because it's movement that's really, really important. So whatever way you're doing it will still be beneficial.